I need all of you, and I mean this, I need all of you to suicide proof your rooms. Because this segment, it's going to make you cringe. And when I say it's going to make you cringe, it's not going to make you cringe a little, it's going to make you cringe hard. Something about that, maybe this won't be the case for all of you, but this fucking Instagram account, when I read the posts, actually makes my skin crawl with like cringe. I don't know what it is, but it's just so, there's just something about it that just feels so tone deaf, that only like millennial white woman wine mom energy can really achieve. You know what I mean? Only that level of tone deaf, only like a white wine mom can like achieve this level of tone deafness, I feel like. We're going to be talking about the recently viral Mom Life comics. Whew. So you've probably already seen some of these on Twitter already. But more likely than not, you've seen edits of them. We're going to be looking at some of the original comments or comics, and then we're going to be looking at the edits and the memes and all of that, which are very, very funny. First, we're starting with the actual Instagram page. Here it is. So, activate Windows, by the way. This is Mom Life Comics, 220,000 followers, followed by Shoe on Head, fellow MILF chaser, I see, Shoe. Damn. Cotton Foot, Shoe on Head, Cotton 4K, chasing MILFs. You slide into her DMs? Anyway, here it seems, so she's made a post here about the memes, it looks like. She's not too happy about the response the internet has had to her comics. When a woman says anything that isn't 100% positive on the internet. The sad thing is, there's like an element of truth to this, but like, and I'm sure she's gotten a lot of hate, but at the same time, I feel like most of the response to this has just been people memeing on her for being cringy. We'll go to the first like comic before this became like a whole viral thing. So I feel like this one is a good one to start with. So basically what this woman does is she makes comics, little crudely drawn comics that are supposed to be like what it's like to be a mom, only it really just is the millennial white woman version of old boomer white men making I hate my wife jokes. It's really just the same thing, only even more cringy. So let's go ahead and watch. Read? I don't know. Recently, my husband and I were unloading groceries from the car. Yes, this is an accurate depiction of our different unloading styles. Now, this is where I call bullshit right off the bat, because me and every single other man on the face of the earth have a inherent drive to bring in as many groceries from the car in one trip. Our laziness doesn't make us just walk in one bag. It makes us want to walk in all the bags at once. This is a fake story. I'm calling it out right here, because no fucking man on earth carries in one bag while their wife carries in this many. It's absolutely flipped. I know that just from dealing with my own like ex-girlfriend and dealing with my mom, I know this is not true. Women do not do this, okay? Like, you are the guys are the ones that are like, one trip or bust, one trip or bust. I will not be a pussy who takes more than one trip. Every single guy that I know, like, ties their fucking self-worth to how many bags of groceries they can carry in one trip, okay? This right here is fucking bullshit, all right? When me and my mom go shopping, all right, she carries, like, her cooler and her purse inside, and maybe like one little bag from the dispensary or the vape store. I'm carrying in like every single finger has multiple bags on it, okay? Because I want to get it done in one trip and have it be done and fucking over with. I see through your deceptive lies, woman. So that's the first one. That one's not even bad. That's like that's just one of like the innocent, like, haha, it's just, you know, quirky complaining about like just quirky jokes about being in a relationship. That's fine. Yes, trans men are also afflicted with this masculine urge. That's, just another, coin of evidence that trans men are men. This one I have no issue with. This one's not even that cringy, personally. The one that, the one that started everything was this one. One of the many differences between me and my husband. Oh, look, the last ripe peach. I'll save it for the kids. They love peaches so much. No, they don't. Oh, look, the last ripe peach. I'll use it as a special treat in my daily smoothie. Is that his dick? I think that's supposed to be like the other leg of his pants, but maybe. Maybe he's hung. At least, hey, at least he depicts her or she depicts him as hung. If so, that's at least a little bit flattering. This was the first one, and just something about this, I feel like really just struck rage in me as a man. Call me out if this is just sexism, but like the idea that like men are inferior to women because they have a tendency to see a peach on the this is like I believe this story. I totally believe this story, and this is totally something I'd do. But like, holy fucking shit. Why on earth would you report that you are so much more like, it's not misandry. It's just like the vibe that I get from it is a desire to report to the internet how much more considerate of a parent you are, because when you see a peach sitting on the table, you decide to save it for your kids, but your husband sees an uneaten, seemingly unwanted peach and doesn't literally consider every fucking possible angle at which, like, who could want this peach? Maybe someone else wants it for later. It just seems to be a peach no one wants, so here, maybe I'll eat it because it's a healthy snack. Like, it seems like you, like, have the desire to report to the entire internet how much more thought you put in to every single little action you do and how much better of a person it makes you than your husband. And that is a very, very common repeating trend in all of these. They get pretty crazy. We're sitting down to eat breakfast. My husband is still in the kitchen. I say, will you grab a bib for Teddy? He says, where are the bibs? Very, very simple question. Very simple question. Just like, yeah, sure, hun, where are the bibs? What I want to say in response, they're in the same place they've been for the past 5 years, in the same place I put them every time I washed them and put them away. Presumably the same place you've gotten them from 1,000 times before. Unless, of course, you've never gotten either of our kids a bib in the past 5 years. Calling bullshit on this one as well. Women are fucking lying when they say they put things the same place they always do every single time. That is fucking bullshit, and that is a lie. Women do not put things in the same place they say, they like the same place every single time like they say they do. That I am Squad W giga chatting it out here. We're going full sexist on this one. That is a lie, okay? Women are never telling the truth when they say that, okay? They just aren't. Yeah, getting incredibly angry at someone for being... Listen, I find that men do tend to be more forgetful than women, and women do tend to get, like, frustrated about it, but, like, in the cabinet. That's all you have to say, in the cabinet. Even if it's frustrating that he keeps forgetting, I don't know why you feel the need to, like, why are you enraged? Why, like, this is the kind of shit with my own mom that made me scared to ask for, like, extra instructions on a task. You know? Like when I'd be like, hey, Mom, I'm doing the dishes like you asked. Where would you like me to put the bowls when I'm done with them? And then my mom would get mad and be like, in the same place they always go. What are you, a fucking idiot? It's like, I'm sorry for asking a clarifying question to make sure this thing gets done, that I'm doing for you gets done easier. Like, it's not even that, too. It's the fact that she's asking him to do something for her. He's asking for help, like, just literally, where? Just asking, where's the thing you want me to get for you? And that's too much. That is an enraging question to her. I don't know, just feels very, very, very much like it. This one just feels like bitching about your husband to the internet. Like, literally no different than the I hate my wife jokes. Yeah, literal woman moment. Where's my favorite one? My favorite one isn't, where is it? I need to find it. I quote tweeted it the other day. on Twitter because it was just so unbelievable to me. Before kids, when we have kids, we're definitely going to serve them the same things we eat, so they'll learn to eat everything, and we won't have to make a bunch of different meals. Oh yeah, absolutely. After kids, mommy, I'm so hungry. Dinner's almost ready. You want chicken nuggets, the bow noodles with olive oil and sprinkling of Parmesan cheese, some extra firm blueberries, no mushy ones, the one sliced baby carrots, Newman's oil and vinegar salad dressing. What? What? Bro, I don't know, dude. Like, if your kids, sometimes you gotta fucking. I'm sorry. Do you know what the rules were when I was a kid? If I didn't finish my dinner, that was breakfast. And if I didn't eat it for breakfast, that was lunch. And that's what it was until that food was literally bad and you couldn't eat it anymore. Like, especially when I was younger, and we were poor as fuck. Like, kids' taste buds are different though. No, I'm sorry, but like, good parenting is sometimes forcing your kids to eat food that's new or that they don't like. Like you can't. That's a good way to give a kid a eating disorder. I think there's a very like I think there's a pretty obvious line to cross over force feeding your kid food that's just like miserable and they don't like to eat, and like making your kids try new things at least a couple times, okay? I think that like kids will literally just decide they don't like a food for no reason. It is a thing, and sometimes you got to like make them eat it and try it, and then and then they'll like be like, "Oh, it happens. Come on. Come on." Parents in chat all know what's up. Every parent in chat knows exactly what's up. Your kid's like, "No, I don't want that. I don't want that." Okay, I want more. Like, come on. Like you can't I'm not saying that's what this parent is doing. I'm not doing like armchair parenting here, but like this comic is cringy because you should not give in to this extent with your parents like pickiness. Like I don't know, or with your kids pickiness. Like sometimes it's like your brother's having dino nuggets, you're having dino nuggets too. You're both 5 years old. Every kid likes dino nuggets. You're just saying you don't want them because you're trying to stress me out and get attention. Sometimes kids will legitimately just say they don't like food because they want attention and they want to make their parent cook more for them. Like that's a real thing. Children really are just little attention-seeking assholes sometimes. But like that means the proper response is to like not even discipline your kid, but like to be a little bit assertive and say, "No, you're eating dinner. I'm not like." If you stay, like, literally, can you imagine, like, the kind of parent, and I knew parents like this when I was in school. I could not even fucking imagine it. I had friends in school who would, like, their parents would spend, like, all night making dinner, and they'd decide they wouldn't want any, and they would grab some chips and eat that for dinner instead, and their parents would just be fine with it. I could not imagine, dude. You don't eat like some snacks from the fridge in like in this household when I was a kid. When I like when there's dinner being made. Oh my god. Wait, where's the one that I wanted to find? This is the one, guys. This is the one that really just sent me. This is the one that just fucking sent me. Me going to a different part of the house from my kids and husband. Okay, everyone, I'm going to go take a quick shower and I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Ben, please watch the kids. Kids, if you need anything, your dad is right here. I'm going to be in the shower and I'm going to lock the door so I won't be available. I'll be back soon. Can I come? Please don't take a long time. Can I have some more milk? Mommy, can you read me a book? My husband going to a different part of the house from me and the kids. He just goes? I what I don't like listen, maybe there's some parents in chat that like can argue with me here, but like as far back as I can remember, my mom would do the same shit. As far back as I can remember, I'd just be sitting watching TV or playing video games, and the last thing I want in the world is to be, like, interrupted by my mom, and she'd just come in and be like, hey, I'm getting in the shower. Here's like a 30-minute lecture on everything that you possibly need to do if there's an emergency. And I'm just like, holy shit, mom, please just say you're taking a shower. Please just say you're going to take a shower. I don't need I don't need like a fucking briefing on what to do if like the nukes drop. Okay? I don't need to get like the brief on every fucking possible horrific scenario that could happen while you're in the shower. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, oh my lord. My brother does that. He doesn't give a rat's ass about our dad leaving, but hates our mom leaving and actively tries to get rid of me. My cousin used to freak out and cry every time her mom left. Well, like, the interesting thing to me is the idea that the husband, like, her husband's a real prick. Oh shit. We got people getting the opposite impression from this. The internet disagrees. If we go to I can't stop laughing at this because I've never once played a Sims game in my life, nor have I ever like given a shit about the Sims. It looks like a really boring game to me. But I watched a video last night that was called I forced an incel to live with a Chad in the Sims, and it was literally a masterpiece of a YouTube video. And I just it was really fucking funny. And now that I understand the context of like that this can actually happen in The Sims. Like you can literally just have your baby on fire and the mom just sitting at the computer like ignoring it. That makes this meme so much funnier than I would have thought of it before seeing that video, I gotta say. Um, the internet is absolutely roasting this woman. Um, absolutely roasting. Let's look at the recent tweets about it. Does the husband of the Mom Life Comics lady know how much his wife fucking hates him? I think it's entirely possible the woman behind Mom Life Comics made a few comics during a rough spot in her marriage, got supportive attention, then Dilbert-like became trapped in producing endless variations of the same content, even as her actual marriage improved. That's a bit of a armchair view of their relationship. A lot of it's like this really bizarre, like their relationship is toxic and miserable, but I don't even think that's like a fair reading of their relationship. Like the things that she complains about or like the things that she like posts aren't even like toxic relationship things. They're just like stresses that are likely to come about from raising kids as like millennials in 2022. Like it's not even like anything fucking crazy, and their relationship doesn't even seem that dysfunctional if like these are the most problematic things that happen in it. But like people are taking this as being indicative of like an extremely they just have different personalities. It's not even that. I think it genuinely just is like a tenant like listen, let's not pretend like guys don't have a tendency in like the parenting like dads don't tend to like in the vast majority of circumstances just kind of leave everything to the mom because the mom will handle it. Like like dads generally tend to like not be the ones who wake up first when the baby starts crying. Like there's literally like evolutionary like chemical things in most like moms' brains that compel them to be more attentive towards their children. Like it legitimately there is a grain of truth to that. Where like dads can be a little bit like, yeah, oh, you get the baby, you change the diaper. I don't know. That does seem to be a common thing, but there is no, as Rico Rebelde says, even though they're disagreeing with a take that I don't have, because they're doing that thing that my chatters like to do, where they think I have a take that I don't. There is no evidence that suggests that fathers are worse parents than mothers. However, there is very strong scientific evidence of things like, for example, that a baby's whine is literally biologically inherently like wired in most cis women's brains to wake them up and to get their attention way more quicker than like the noise would to a man. Like most cis women, and I think this might even be true of a lot of trans women too, like assuming the same thing is like basically overwhelming amounts of the time brain scans of trans women and trans men seem to show them having like chemically and structurally extremely, if not the same brains, basically, to the gender they identify with. So it wouldn't surprise me if this is the case as well. Men, like, the specific tone and pitch of a baby's cry and whine, like, immediately gets women's attention. Like, cis and trans women's, just immediately. Like, it's like like, they've done brain scans of it. It takes quite a few seconds more to register and, like, get the attention when it comes to a man. Like literally on a there are biological like evolutionary things in us that make us want to take care of a child, women especially so when upon hearing the sound of a baby in distress. That is a real thing. I'm not saying it means that moms are better parents than dads or whatever. I'm not saying that. It's just a thing. What about NBs then? I don't fucking know. Could be either. Depends on how they like. There are mask presenting NBs that like that are like he they that probably wouldn't be like impacted by it, but then there are more like femme presenting NBs that are like they them or she they that might, I don't know. It depends like how more like just because someone's non-binary doesn't mean they don't like still kind of like lean a little bit more on the spectrum of gender identity, more towards femme or more towards mask, and that doesn't like impact the way that they go about like their. It's complicated. Not every non-binary person is like a complete like I feel like when people think of non-binary person, they think of like an androgynous like cyborg. You know, like that's like peak that's passing non-binary. It like to be a non-binary gigapassoid is to reach a level of like complete indistinguishable androgeneity. And maybe for some people it is, but like non-binary isn't like gender isn't literally like binary women or like it's not literally like women who are like super femme and then men who are super mask and then like non-binary people who are like literally just androgynous in the middle. It's not how it works. People seem to like kind of treat it that way though. Pretty cringe. Anyway, people are memeing on this shit like crazy and it's pretty hilarious. One of the many differences between me and Kramer. Oh look, the last ripe peach. I'll save it for the kids. They love peaches so much. Oh, look, the last Mackinac peach. My taste returned just in time to taste one. I'm so excited for my birthday because it's the day I won't have to do dishes or make lunches. Fuck your birthday, motherfucker. This is your death day. I will end your entire bloodline. Okay, people are kind of over exaggerating how much she seems to hate her husband. What kind of drugs do you take, Mark? I love it. I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. It's not. Oh, hi, Mark. Mom Life's Comics Marriage. Dee Dee, this is some nasty ass coffee. I hate you so much, but the pussy gamer. Oh, God. Mom Life Comics presents My Dumb Bitch Husband Can't Read My Mind. True. Okay, listen. I'm sorry. But, like, this isn't just sexism, right? This isn't just like the internet being sexist and hating women for like complaining on the internet, right? Because I don't want to fall into my internalized sexism. I have to be careful, all right? I'm a man and I hate women a lot, so I have to be very, very careful not to fall into the accidental misogyny. So, you know, it's a constant struggle. Straight people date someone you actually love challenge, go. Impossible. Hey, listen, okay? There are memes about gay people rushing into relationships as well. You ever heard of U-Haul lesbians? It's literally a stereotype that lesbians will go on like 3 dates and then move in together. Like that's where that comes from. Like 3 dates and then moving in together. So the U-Haul. Like I think the meme is like the third date, like third base for lesbians is going out to rent the U-Haul truck. I think I've literally heard that's literally like the meme. That is a true stereotype in my personal experience, guys. I live in Palm Springs, California, okay? I'm pretty sure they're putting something in the water that's turning people gay here, okay? Like that's the degree, okay? There is pride flags, furry pride flags, trans pride flags, progress flags, dream sexual pride flags, Vosh pride flags. There, everything all over the place here. I really do want to get the big dream sexual flag and just have it up in the background. I feel like it'd be fucking hilarious. What's dream sexual? Google it. Just Google it. Google the dream sexual pride flag. Anyway, if you enjoyed this segment, dunking on cringy, ridiculous mom life comics, then please consider dropping a like, subscribe, and ring the bell icon if you haven't already. And of course, if you want to see more from me, you can always follow my social media, linked down below in the description, especially my Twitter. That's where all the spiciest memes happen. And of course, if you want to support me financially, you can also donate, subscribe, or gift a sub. On my website, xanderhall.com/live, link in the description. And you can support me through YouTube, Twitch, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, and Patreon. With all that said, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and have a good one.